for the very lady.
What up, everybody? Core Room, we back at it again. Man, we did. Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all. I've been looking through our YouTube. Man, we the hardest working men in show business right now. I'm just saying, we the hardest working men in podcast business. Now here's the thing. I mean, hey, listen, we can't. We grown men. We work. We can't put out podcasts if we want to. Because if we did, if this is my only job, I promise you, I'll be hitting y'all in the head right now. We be hitting y'all in the head. I'm just saying, but we can't do that. But anyway, that's Big Bo, aka Heisenberg, aka legit 6'2", 6'3". I don't know how tall he is, but he tall. Just saying, he dunking on y'all. That's Trim,
yes sir,
aka Trim Fire, aka Super Producer, aka Crazy.
I gotta get crazy.
Yeah, you crazy.
Yeah,
I'm Tino. You know what I'm
the
saying?
bully.
Hey man, I'm just doing what I do. I'm not a bully. Shout out to everybody out there who liking, subscribing to what we do. We're here to you're here to support us. I love it, and we're here to support you. So if you're watching this and you got a talent, and nobody messing with y'all. Maybe y'all like the early Kanye West of this thing. Ain't nobody messing with y'all. We got you. Come to us. Send us what you got. We'll invite you to the show if you want to come on the show. We'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, $50. We'll promote your music all month.
Nice.
Put it on our Instagram. Put it on the show. You know, you need some artwork. Hit Walter up. He's the best, man. Just saying, he's the dopest out there. You need beats? Hey, come to Trem. He's the dopest out there. Just saying. You know, if you need me to create, I will curate your whole joint. If you need me, listen. I'm the best music creator out there. Just keep it in the bucket. Ain't none of y'all you can do it like me. I'm just saying, but you can't do it like me. Nope. Just saying. But anyway, we about to get into the Kanye trilogy.
Yeah.
It's called Jeen-Yuhs. And yeah, so I know we've been watching this.
Yeah.
We've seen it. Man, I want to start with just this off the documentary. I want to start with Coodie. I want to start there. Coodie directed this.
Yep.
He's always, according to the documentary, he's also, him and his partner also has directed some of your favorites, artists. John Legend. It's a long list. Excuse me, it's a long list of people that he's. I don't remember all of them, but he's directed. Now, Coodie's journey is pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a very talented comedian. You know, he was, he's been on the Chicago scene for a long time. Then he had a TV show called Channel Zero.
Yeah, Channel Zero up in Chicago.
Right, Channel Zero. I will compare. I don't know if you New Yorkers, if you know when in New York we had something called Video Music Box. It's kind of compared to what Ralph Badane was doing with Video Music Box, where he was like discovering all the New York talent, up and coming New York talent, and going to all the parties and interviewing them. Same thing with Coodie. He had a lot to do with a lot of the Chicago artists out there. And who did he put on the map, or who did he latch onto out of all of those Chicago artists? Mr. Kanye West.
Yeah, and I like how the footage goes back and he shows like even from the beginning before, like, where during the segments of even Channel Zero that Kanye was around, but he wasn't like who we know him to be now. So that was dope.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on Coodie, Walt?
Well, I think like
he was essential to like everything like that went down, like him recording everything. Like there was like one scene during the documentary when Kanye was telling him like, I need you to come out here, and the dude went on ahead, packed up his stuff, and got the move. Like he was about his business in the sense that like he did what he was like supposed to do, and beyond that, like he really is like gifted at what he does too, because the way he put all this stuff together, like he put that whole thing together was dope. So,
A1. It's a few points about Coodie I wanted to point out. First of all, Coodie is a believer. He's a visionary.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's a visionary. What I mean is that you gotta understand, he's seen all of this talent. He's bumped into the Brat, he's bumped into Twister, Crucial Conflict, Common.
Yep.
And when he saw Kanye West, he knew. He saw the heart, he saw the drive, he saw all of that. And the reason why he's like, yo, why is it Kanye West's name coming up in every interview that I'm in? This man is a hustler. He's out here doing everybody's beats. Right?
Yep.
So when you look at, and this is another important point. And I hope and pray that you young people are listening. And this is something I know you probably already doing, but I want to encourage you to keep recording everything that you do. All the scraps, everything. Don't matter. The mess ups, everything, keep it all. Because you never know how much that stuff is worth when your career goes in a different direction. When you become a billionaire, you don't know how much it's going to be worth. You can do a whole documentary on your own.
Never know when you struck gold. Right,
exactly. So we go into the documentary. I just wanted to take some time to big up Coodie because he's to me, he motivated me. Cause I'm a behind the scene guy. Like I'm not Walt. Like I can't draw. I'm not Trim. I can't produce. But I can build. I know that I can build something behind the scenes. I can build a foundation. I have so many. I'm a visionary.
That's all it takes.
I'm a visionary in the sense where I literally can see something. I'll see something in my dream and wake up and like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I see a lot of stuff. I saw Kanye. When I heard Kanye West, I knew Kanye West was going to be dope. I didn't know he was going to be a billionaire. But when I heard the first time I heard Kanye West was on the Champion song on the Paid in Full soundtrack. And when I heard him on that, I was like, yo, this dude is dope. That's before I knew who he was as a producer. I'm like, and this dude produce? I'm like, wow, like this is crazy. But let's get into the documentary, right?
That's what's up.
So, Walt, give me something. What you feeling about the documentary so far?
I think it's excellently well done. Like I feel like they did a real good job of capturing like the things that shaped Kanye to what he did. I feel like he really took on that chip on his shoulder as far as everybody saying like you can't rap and produce. Like you're not someone who can produce and rap. And even though he was producing for your favorite rappers, like he was producing for Jay-Z. And there was like, and when he's going up to these other artists like Pharrell and Jamie Foxx and all of them, and they're all like, yo, this dude is on his way. Like everybody who knew, everyone who he came in contact with, especially when they was playing when he was playing stuff for them, like Mos Def and Tyler, like Black Star, when they heard his stuff and the stuff he was making for them, they was like, oh, this dude is they knew, and I especially really like the stuff with his mom. It's like showing the stuff with his mother and like how much who she was cultivated into what he was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's dope. I think it's really good to see that. I feel like a lot of young black folks who are creators should watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know, like, persistence, consistency will get you farther than you think you will.
Trem, what's your thoughts so far? I know we 2 episodes in so far. What do you think about it?
I like that something like this was done for the person who we know Kanye to be now. Like, honestly, this gives us a little bit more in-depth insight to Kanye, because honestly, we don't have anything regarding Kanye except for what we hear on the news and the antics that he's done. But this, I like to see his journey to know that, you know, what it took for him to get where he's at. So I like that this was put together and shown a journey of his you know, his struggle to get to, you know, the position he is right now in our culture and in the world. So I mean, very definitely what Walt was saying also is very inspiring, as well as a creative, and to know that you know what it takes, to the type of effort it takes for somebody to be able to achieve their dreams and to make it a reality. It definitely pays off, and it definitely is something that you want to see, so you can humble yourself and know what type of drive and what kind of focus and determination that you need to have to be able to achieve what you need to what your goals are too. So, yeah.
Right. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all one of the dopest highlights so far. I know what Roc-a-Fella Records look like. I know what Roc-a-Fella Records look like. I thought that was the dopest thing. Like, I thought I would never ever see
what it looked like,
what Roc-a-Fella Records look like, and I was like, yo, that
was dope too, to see that. That was really
dope. Like, he put with this documentary, he put his behind the scenes on some stuff that I thought I would never see. I'm gonna tell you the second thing that's the highlight of this documentary. Donda West.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Donda West.
Definitely.
I want to say, man, I want to do a moment of silence for Donda West.
Yeah.
Donda West is one of the brightest spirits I ever seen on TV.
Yeah. Like,
her smile lights up a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've seen Donda on TV. I've seen his mother on TV, and her spirit, the way. Let me tell y'all this. Anybody who's parents out there, please take a page out of Donda West's book. She believed in her son. She believed in her son. She is the reason why we know Kanye West. She bought him the equipment. She introduced him to somebody who was a producer.
Yep.
That molded him, that helped mold him into the producer that we know today.
Mm-hmm.
It was her. She was one of the ones reciting all his lyrics when we didn't know what his lyrics was.
She was really a key foundation into his making. Besides just actually having him, raising him.
Right. She was the one that got him out to New Jersey. It was all her. So you wonder why you might see Ye acting up or whatever you think is going on. It's because he lost a battery in his back. He lost the motivator. And to see that motivation on screen, to me, it warms my heart, man. I love to see her. I was like, every scene that she was in, I never seen her unhappy.
Yeah, that's true.
She was always smiling in every scene. Like, it's crazy, man. Like,
very motivational, especially for him.
Yeah, I loved it, man. I love to see their relationship on film. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. But once again, RIP to Donda West. So what else? Anything else that I got some things I wrote down that so far. I mean, we're gonna probably do another one of these when the episode another
Especially
episode come out.
When it all like finishes up. But yeah, man. The biggest thing, this is coming from a producer standpoint, man. It's always great to see the talent or the artist behind the music actually in the midst of, you know, putting it together, behind the scenes type things. That's a joy in itself, man. I love seeing that type of stuff. So that was motivational for me, especially sitting there, seeing him in the sessions in the studio. We have other artists listening to his stuff. You got Scarface listening to this stuff. You have all these artists, these big known artists that, you know, you've grown up with, listening to his stuff and seeing like behind the scenes type footage. That's the type of stuff, like, especially like, you know, if you do music and, you know, you pull from and you get inspired by. So I love seeing that stuff in itself right there. So that was good, motivational.
Speaking of Scarface,
oh yeah,
man, did y'all see that Scarface? He wanted Scarface on that Jesus Walks hook.
Yes, yeah. That was dope. And see, and stuff like that, little tidbits and stuff like that you would never know the stories behind it. You would never know that Scarface was supposed to be on that song, or Scarface was supposed to be on Family Business. He was supposed to be on both of those things.
Right. He wanted to be.
We never
that
stuff
dope.
Like that. If it wasn't for documentaries and stuff like this, putting that in the like, you know, bringing that to light, we would never know those stories. We would never know the history behind that stuff. So that's what makes it even more impactful.
Well, anything else that was out of there that you saw that was dope?
I mean, for real, seeing the reactions to the, you know, when he would play the music for them, like, for seeing how like all the artists was just like, where has this dude been? Like, when they listen and they hear like the stuff that, and how much weight that he had with like all of the rappers, but they all knew what time it was whenever he pulled up. Everybody was just like, when is this dude gonna get his break? And seeing the perseverance, like seeing like how determined he was, like after the car accident on, like after getting rejected mad times by roc-a-fella, like on it, like I don't care, like somebody, I know what I got is gonna get there. I know what I got, so it's gonna turn. It's gonna turn. And then, like you said, with his mother pushing him on, like,
man, it's crazy.
Let's
talk about the that part right there about him being dedicated with this album. There's a couple of things that I want to point out, right? So, and that, once again, I pray that you a lot of you new artists out here are watching this, right? And watches this documentary, because here's the first thing. Ye wanted to be known as a rapper. He used the beats to catapult himself to become a rapper. When Big Face Gary Y'all, if y'all know, Big Face Gary has a podcast as well. But when Big Face Gary, because he used to work for roc-a-fella, he was an assistant at roc-a-fella. When he called him the best producer / rapper, he was upset, and he was dedicated to saying, "Yo, I want to be the greatest rapper." Period. Right? Now, Walt, you mentioned the accident. So when y'all see this documentary, y'all will see that Ye when he got to that car accident, he broke his jaw 3 places. I mean, he broke it, and he broke it like all his high part of his jaw. Like, meaning like it was bad. He almost lost his life. He sat in the hospital for like 7 days, I think he said. And he wrote through the wire why his jaw was wired shut. That right there alone let me know that he's dedicated. Like he is a person that cannot be stopped. When you rap with your jaw wired, that puts you up there. Like DMX is the same thing. DMX rap, he performed for Def Jam with his jaw wired shut.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's dedication. But when he got into the car accident, Roc-a-fella put him on the shelf. Now, keep in mind, Kanye don't fit the mold of Roc-a-fella.
Nope, he didn't. That's what they were saying, that they made sure they said that.
So they put him on the shelf. Ye wasn't having that. What Ye do? Ye started piggybacking off other people's studio time, because they not only put his album on the shelf, but they also would open up the production, the studio budget for him. So he started piggybacking off of other people's studio sessions. Like, if Ye about to do a beat and they left some studio time out for him, or maybe left some studio time left, he might get an hour or some change for to get in there and record.
Yeah. And
that's what I mean. And Trim noticed, and I think Walt noticed about me. I don't like excuses. Just because Ye didn't have a budget to record doesn't mean that he couldn't record.
True.
He made a way. He made it happen because it was important for him to get these songs out, right? Then they so one of those songs, the Slow Jams, was recorded at Jamie Foxx's house. I don't know about all of it, but I know his hook, Jamie Foxx's hook, was recorded at Jamie Foxx's house. Once again, he's being creative.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he recorded some of it at his house. Now, remember, he had no budget. So through the wire, one, the doctor told he's not going to be able to, because they had a video shoot for him, but he couldn't make it because he had to go through therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So they took pieces. That's why when you look at this, you're going to be like, oh, dang, I know a lot of parts of this song, like this documentary.
Yep, definitely, because and they shout out to Cootie for helping to make that possible.
Right. Cootie took some parts of the documentary and put it into the video. Mm-hmm. You got to be creative, man. That's the dedication that Walt's talking about. Yeah. That's hard work. That's not being stopped.
That drive, that momentum. That's what separates the average from the greats. You gotta have that.
Exactly. I mean, that is I admire it. But I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
Because Tay asked me this earlier.
What you got?
My wife Tay asked me this earlier. Do y'all think that this documentary shows us who? Well, how do I put this? Do we think that this documentary shows who Kanye West is versus what he is now? Like, is Kanye West the same person, or is he a different person?